सस्टेनेबल लाइफस्टाइल ग्लोबल नेटवर्क में आज हमारे साथ हैं रेणुका जी। एंड रेणुका जी ने जो हमें अपना घर दिखाया है, जहाँ हम बैठे हैं, ये टोटली नॉन आरसीसी स्ट्रक्चर है, सस्टेनेबल होम है। उन्होंने बहुत सारे ग्रूमिंग प्रोडक्ट्स बनाए हैं, काफ़ी कुछ अवेयरनेस सेशंस लेते हैं हर्बल मेडिसिन के ऊपर, एंड अपने ही घर के आसपास काफ़ी कुछ हर्ब्स उगाए भी हैं। सो रेणुका जी से जानते हैं कि आप ये सब जो नॉन टॉक्सिक लिविंग और सस्टेनेबल प्रैक्टिसेस कर रहे हैं, सो इसमें इंटरेस्ट कैसे आया? एंड
I had no such ground plan or anything. It just happened organically. And I was experimenting and refining my act. And I'm still refining my act. It's a long process and we have to learn along the way.
वो हाउ डिड इट स्टार्ट वन बाय वन?
Yeah, you know, very in the early, when I was like in my 20s, when I learned, it was not a very popular thing at that time that we are impacting the environment or any such thing. But when I read about, say, agarbattis being harmful, and pious people will say, what the hell, how can it be? So I started experimenting with things and reading up about things and slowly started eliminating all the toxic things. People think about food as toxic, but something that we apply on our skin or burn in our house, we are unaware about the pollution it causes and how our air quality is compromised. So I want refining the act and reading up about it and try and spread it to as many people as possible.
So what are the alternatives that you use when you say air quality index is affected? So what is it that you have done or are doing?
Even as we are sitting here, all the greenery around is going to deal with any kind of toxin that has inadvertently entered here. But stop it at the gate itself is the way to go. Thing is, if we do not use any spray, anything to extrude, it is going to require some amount of gases in the canister to blow it out. So that itself is a cardiotoxin, very fast acting at that. But because the space is big, we don't fall down dead or anything. But the build-up is happening slowly. So cleaning products, grooming products, we say that we are what we eat. It's not just that. I think we should extend it to, it is also about what you apply on your skin, what you breathe. We are all that. So to be toxin free inside out, and there is a spirituality linked with this kind of living. So to be one with the universe, to respect things around it. So these things go hand in hand. Right from the time we are born, or whether for convenience sake many people have a cesarean section. So right from, you made a choice at the birth of that baby. So right up to when we die, how much of life support you want. You can, people write out the kind of life support they want, up to what level. Those are conscious of. So this period of time between birth and death, every step of the way, according to our convenience, how can we reduce our carbon footprint? What can we do about it? The choices. So every second we are making decisions very consciously. So I've been thinking about all these. It is not unidimensional, only about grooming or food or clothing. Overall, encompassing everything that is possible.
So one good thing that you have mentioned is we are not what we eat, but also what we consume. We look at overall consumption of whatever we are doing.
Absolutely.
So air quality index, we said we start with sprays and all. Also one more thing you mentioned was cleaners.
Yes.
So what is in it that in cleaners that you say is not good for us, and what should we replace it with?
Volatile organic compounds, the moment we open a can, it starts polluting. Not only is the water that you exudes from your house, the grey water that we generate is toxic, also the air quality around us. So recently we have read about, do not mix this colored bathroom cleaner with that colored and they fell down and things like that. So no scientist in the world knows exactly what happens when this bouquet of toxins are released together. Leave alone dealing with it, we don't even know the reactions and nobody can study it. So there are alternatives for each and everything.
Okay.
You name it, whether it is cleaning the floor or applying eyeliner or mascara, we can make it at home.
Okay.
It is possible. And that little extra effort will be required. So I have been like for cleaning, you were talking about cleaning. I make my bioenzymes, which is so simple. Some bacteria and such creatures are working for me.
Okay.
Lots of people, hundreds of people are working for me. I have deep borer earthworms in the garden.
Okay.
They're going up and down like 18 feet every day. And there are so many pathogens preparing my cleaning even as I'm sitting here.
Right. So nowadays people want everything spick and span. Bathroom should be very very neat and clean. So are this as effective as what you get in the market?
I feel they are very effective. At the same time, our choices from clothes to bathroom tiles to many things changes when you think about these things. But it doesn't mean that it will not clean. It does clean. It may not be, the optical whitener, like it will shine or something. So here again, choices come, into the play. Like we have to choose. I choose my clothes in a different fashion because I know I do not want to use a very harsh detergent. So these are the choices that we make. Not that soap nut, Rita or Shikakai, or the harshest of chemicals that we use is baking soda and vinegar. So not that they are not effective. They are effective, but they have some limitation. They cannot be. They don't have surfactants and all the chemicals that make things easy. Yeah.
When we come to grooming, so when the child is born, we all remember making kajals at home, and suddenly that thing keeps dying as you keep growing up. So why does this happen, and how do we bring it back for the teens also?
Absolutely. I feel all age groups. I think it is very super important because they are taking undue liberties with us without informing us, without our consent, without our knowledge, sneaking it into the products like antifreeze, brake fluids are used, where? In our eye products. Because it has to move very smoothly.
Okay.
Because ease of use has become super important. We do not want to spend that extra 1 second doing something, applying it with a brush. So we have to pay the price. After cancer, you're willing to listen. You are not supposed to use this, that. They give you a long list. Why don't we do it before?
So prevention is better than cure is only in the books these days. It has to be hammered, I think, every day, every time.
But I see a lot of hope, especially during this corona times. People are more aware and they are willing to go that extra mile. And ecopreneurs are so important. And stores like Sustainable Living Center that we are running, that is such a model and such an inspiration for people. I must congratulate the team doing an excellent job. People who have visited have always come with such praise for the place, and this is a very important social issue that we are addressing together. More people should join, is what I feel.
Yeah. So what I've seen around your home is you have done a lot of herbs. So, and definitely you have done it because you have seen the results of it.
Yes.
So can you just narrate some few examples, how these herbs have helped curing your family members or friends around?
You will be surprised, right from my pet who went at a very advanced age of 17 years for a dog, to our home members who are all super seniors who were super seniors when they left. The quality of life that they led, I have to thank my herbs every single day.
Yes.
It's an Ayurveda practice to go and ask for, forgiveness. Tomorrow I'm going to cut a little bit and may I take it? I want help. And later go and thank it. So I feel it's so sane to do such a thing. Yeah.
Also, when you do a lot of awareness sessions about herbs or grooming, So what is it that you tell people which really connects?
There are psychologists and they're playing around with our psyche. And very frankly, these ads are very well made, they're very entertaining.
Yeah.
So much of effort is going into selling all these things, Six Sigma and what have you. So why don't we use these techniques to run our earth in a better way? Nobody seems to be thinking like that. So I see hope overall.
Okay. So you do a lot of awareness sessions also. How much time it takes to make your own cleaners or your own grooming things?
Very frankly, it happens in a jiffy. If we, of course, you have to go shopping,
Yeah.
or now we can order online. That facility is there. It is a question of, for example, my body type. It takes precisely 3 to 4 minutes. If I get something onto the table, all the ingredients, it takes 3-4 minutes. Just mix a couple of things. For that matter, it's also very pocket friendly. So I heard for the Indian skin, the yellowish talc is wonderful. So I went and took a look in some 600 rupees for 10 grams or something. I said, what the hell? I came home and added some ambe hadar and stained my white talc. It works beautifully, and if you want some more color, add regular haldi, just a pinch of it. Only thing is, don't use it on the body, you'll stain your clothes. Use it around the facial area. Yeah. It's this innovation part is so fun. All of us with imagination are going to enjoy the process. And awesome.
So we'll surely like to have your sessions again back, because due to COVID, lot many sessions have not been happening.
Yes.
So we'll surely have those.
Definitely, I would also like to add that scientist has taken the initiative. His name is Govindarajanji. He has brought together people, scientists and people from all walks of life together. This is an initiative that is just taking off, and we want to together showcase how we used to live back in the days and how eco-friendly we were, and the possibilities to the future generation, be it healing or herbs or products, you name it, and we are thinking about all these things. Benefits is enormous. The effort versus the benefit ratio is huge. It gives you satisfaction of such a kind, and people may be at times averse to these ideas in the beginning, but it is so much fun to talk to such people and bring them along the path, rather than we like-minded people speaking to one another is a different kind of fun, but such people bringing them into the fold is a lot of fun too, and the physically, mentally, spiritually, at every plane we stand to gain by such a lifestyle.
Great.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot, Renukaji. This was such an insightful session, and we would like all our viewers also to join us whenever we start these sessions with you. And wish you all a very happy and healthy Navratri, and to keep liking our channel, Sustainable Lifestyle Local Network. Thank you.